Hello, I keep playing Aether and Iron, and now I have to choose new talent. This time I'll choose this repositioning skill. This skill looks an overkill if I have this skill already. And now I know I can drive heavier vehicles with Gia, and these skills requires I am very close to enemies usually, and this one will be better if I have more AP and health. Okay. And this skill will make me more tanky when I drive light vehicles. If I drive heavy vehicles, I can choose taunt and counter them. And this skill needs higher AP and higher health together. So this can be quite generalist pick. And this skill is very many action points. If I drive light vehicles, action point bonus in light vehicles can compensate this AP cost. These three lines implying I have to use light weapons. Light weapon damage. One more light weapon usage. And light weapon damage. So If I'm planning to use heavy weapons and heavy vehicles, I cannot learn these 3 talent lines. Anyway, I was supposed to learn these talents, swap places with any adjacent vehicle. And for Crest, I'll choose Cleanse. I'm learning these 2 lines for Crest, but I don't know how high the max level will be. Each line needs 8 skill points, 8 talent points. So at level 17, I can max 2 talent lines, and I need level 25 to max 3 talent lines. Perhaps max level will be 25, maybe. I don't know what to choose. If I can make 3 lines for third talent line, and now I'm trying to drop this contraband. In this side quest.
I'm almost to Confortalas when I notice the cars behind me. Zio once told me, if someone behind you takes the same 2 turns, it's a coincidence. If they take 3, it's an attempted murder. They've been well back from me before now, but they've closed the distance. It's time to act. I know the streets better than most. After doing this for years, I realized I could feel sudden stops hidden around a bend. I can almost smell a dangerous turn. And I can taste an opportunity to slip into a side alley before anyone realizes I've disappeared. Behind me on the thruway, my pursuers pass by at high speed. I'll be blocks away by the time they realize I've lost them. Here we are, safe and sound. It's been years since I last came here with Zio. Confortola built a reputation on the best nosh outside the old country, and I can still taste the garlic.
Randazzo!
You know who I am?
I know everyone in this town. Are you back for the veal? Maybe the meatballs?
I came here a few times with Zio, but I never talked to the proprietor. Can't help but wonder if Confortola had more of a relationship with my uncle than I was aware.
Well, what tempts you?
Last time I was here, I got the most delicious arancini. Are they still on the menu? An image of Zio flashes through my mind. He was angry about the Whitecap crackdowns making every run into a maze, and us, the rats. I remember when Zio saw those come out from the kitchen. Years fell off his face. Probably brought him back home, even if only for a moment.
Oh, if it weren't so hard to find a decent mozzarella here.
He winks conspiratorially.
But for a Randazzo, I'm sure I could scare some up.
Huh. Zio must have really meant something to him. Any new dishes since the last time I was here? I remember that night. It was a hot summer in more ways than one. Eli had started losing his wars, losing back territory. In frustration, he turned his attention to his own dwindling street. It's been a while. It was a tough trip out back then. Had to bribe every street corner for safe passage. I'm too lost in the memory to hear his reply. Come again?
I said your Sicilian great-grandmother would slap you from heaven if she could. New dishes? Why make new dishes when we already have everything we need?
Right. Sorry for asking. I wish I could remember Zio's favorite dish. Was it bagna cauda?
What? You think your uncle was some kind of French?
I heard when he was young, he'd eat just about anywhere.
Do not speak ill of the dead. Your uncle was mio fratuzzo. He'd have shot you as soon as look at you if you suggested...
The mask slips, crunching between his teeth as he chews the edges. Confortola was even closer to Zio than I suspected. Just a joke, Confortola. He always said anchovies were sewer fish.
You got me. Leave it to Randazzo.
I'm here for the special cannoli, with the porchetta. His jovial demeanor never slips, despite the more serious change in topic. That's a talent rarely possessed outside of my line of work.
Cannoli was password for this side mission.
You're just in time. We were running low on ricotta.
I'm always happy to keep the ricotta flowing.
Ah, fellow cheese enthusiast. I'll get my boy to grab it from your car. A token of my appreciation. And one more thing. I always like having guests around who enjoy the finer things in life. If you ever need a place to lay low for the evening, you'll have a place at my table and a bed in the back room.
Much obliged. How could I say no to your veal parmigiana?
So it was the veal after all.
Tinker's Repairs and General Goods is a well-known front operation. The dusty wares they have on display are purely for show. The real action is in the back. If you have the right rep, you can find anything a good smuggler needs.
We got the best prices this side of White Street.
Show me what you've got.
These goods are a steal.
Okay. He has some good items. Now I have some money. I can buy everything I need here. But I have to buy these repair kits first. It can be dangerous without repair kits. Maybe I can buy this machine gun. Okay, let's buy this machine gun. And I save my money to buy a wagon.
Good luck.
Okay, let's move on. I can buy a new car here. But I can try this mission also. And because I finished side quest here, I can use this store, I think. Okay, let's move to buy a new car.
Thanks for the help, Gia. This research really is important. I'm glad you can see sense. Unlike that Mr. Throg.
Hey, take it easy on him, okay? He's a good egg. And he's right about the well. You shouldn't have tried to go by yourself. She shuffles in her seat, adjusting like an agitated bird in a nest of thorns before changing the subject.
What you said before about ghosts? Where are we going exactly?
An old Aether rig still floating just off the edge. Nasty storm years back. Strong even for the well. Killed the whole crew. Though some still say their spirits keep it afloat.
Wait, you don't actually believe in ghosts, do you?
The vast hulk of the abandoned Aether collector rusts in the crisp air, its looming broken silhouette stark against the swirling mass of the well.
They're not just scientifically possible, Gia. What do I have to say to prove to you?
Shh. What was that? Lights in the mist, forms in the dark, and sounds in the silence. Science be damned. I can feel the dead. They're here.
Oh, please. There's nothing out there, Gia. The place is coming apart. Those sounds were just...
She sees it first, and I follow her line of sight where the fog pools heaviest in the gloom. There, from within the creaking metal and whispering winds, a specter appears.
You should not be here.
Failed.
Sliding through the mist, the thing appears within inches of my face.
Gia!
The foul stench of rot and decay ooze from the opening in the face of the golem. I'm forced back, pushing Nellie with me. The contents of my pockets spill out and into a crevice to be lost.
Oh, so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you there. Just wanted to get a good look at you and make sure you're real. There are ghosts about, you know. Hard to tell who's real, who's not.
I can assure you that we are entirely real. I hope you don't mind this sudden intrusion.
Oh, no, not intrusion at all. We appreciate the company. Newsom here don't think he's seen another living soul in what, 6 months? It's a good thing I'm such great company, huh?
The stench wafts with every jovial exclamation. My lunch rises with a fury in my stomach, but the revolt dissipates as the spirit wanders away.
Oh, wait, hello, Mr. Ghost. We won't be long. Was hoping to just take a look at the well.
Ghost? Oh no! Name's Roscoe, Chief Ballasman here on the Chamberlain. Then please, take all the time you need. Newsom and the others appreciate having prettier faces than mine around.
I can't believe you thought he was actually a ghost. He's just an old Darkman in a high-altitude suit.
I'm still not convinced.
Now come on, let's get things set up.
My childhood superstition looms above like a meteorite, frozen in space, but always on the brink of crashing to the Earth. Maybe there is something to what the scientist is saying. Maybe it's memories of old stories, or the rusted corpse we're standing on. But the door strikes me with a dread reserved for a coffin lid. Who knows what ghosts lie sealed behind it? Ah, hell. I never back down from checking the closet for monsters. I fish out my lockpicks. Every click and twist, I hear nothing but the creak of metal. I breathe a sigh of relief a moment too soon. The broken handle hits the deck like a model skeleton falling out of a closet. I nearly fall backwards in shock. The motionless Aether rig stands as a lonely grave marker to a dead era, a eulogy to our first stumbling steps into the sky. Strange how Nellie seems so afraid of the thing. It's really no different than the sun or the moon. It just exists. The ghostly remnant of an old derrickman weaves in place, his helmet emitting a warm, buzzing drone, somewhere between radio static and the crackling of the last coals of a bonfire.
You don't have to stare. I'm telling you, he's not a ghost. The dead can't talk, Gia. They don't have functioning vocal cords.
Stranger things have happened.
He's just a person. Probably been suffering the deleterious effects of living so close to the well. Sir, do you have headache and delusions?
I want to hear what the little lady has to say. I can't hear with you droning on about birds. What was that?
How are you still kicking, out here all by yourself?
By myself? I'm not alone. We all take care of each other up here. All of us.
The Baron doesn't give you any trouble?
No. Mr. Broderick is quite kindly. Keeps us well fed. I only wish that man would shave. Yuck! Disgusting rodent on his face.
Broderick. Rings a bell. One of the old barons of New York. Not a name I'd heard since Zio told stories about the Days of Blood, when Eli first started taking territory and executing his rivals. And the well?
The well? The well? Oh! I've heard of that thing. A strong wind off New York shows up in the winter. Don't worry, young lady. Storms come and go, come and go.
Come and go burrows into my ear, nesting in the part of my brain concerned with old memories. A radio advertisement as a kid talking about how the well was nothing to worry about. You the only one keeping this hulk in the sky?
Not me. No. The Aether.
It's been, what, 30 years since this thing went out trawling? Without a refuel, the Aether levels can't still be enough.
Yes, they can. You youngsters, you don't appreciate Aether. You didn't see it. When we first found it, it changed everything. The world became a circus.
It's amusing, at least for the first few minutes, hearing the old man talk about how the world changed, how circuses changed. But I don't have all.
And that's why zebras... Oh, you're right. You didn't ask about zebras. You wanted to know about vacuum.
Madonna, help me.
You see, this old rig, she's just one big vacuum. Collects Aether even when she's sitting still. As long as I keep those engines going, she'll stay up here forever.
Who is that you're talking to? No, I mean when...
Shh. Newsom, the lady is talking. You were saying...
Never mind. My friend here is studying the well. We were hoping you might have some old records from what it looked like back when your rig was airborne.
Yes! Well, I went...
Pardon?
Oh, don't worry. I don't have any dance left in me. But I still have a few of the old records left.
The man trudges to a small alcove made of detritus and rust, pulling out a box of records, most falling apart due to the moisture.
Here, this one should still work. I hope you enjoy. You look like quite the dancer. Quite the dancer.
Thanks. This has been very, illuminating.
Anytime, youngster. You've been a wonderful student. You make me feel like a proud papa.
Now let's talk to Nellie.
Come on, help me set this equipment up.
There isn't much for me to do, but I think the kid enjoys bossing me around. Her self-satisfied smugness reminds me of how I felt when I first called my father William as a child.
There. And can you move this? Now, these over there. Gia, that's glass. Just be more careful, please. One more thing. By the panel. No, the other panel.
Eventually, Nellie stops giving orders, and I'm fossilized along the sidelines, turning into little more than a paperweight in a coat. This is a whole lot of, scientific equipment. What are you trying to build?
Well, in the absence of a Pfeiffer trap to collect the Aether in the air around us, I'll need to improvise.
She accents her determination with a sudden drop of a crate full of junk I recognize from the various ditches and drains in the hole. The Radish King is splattered in faded paint along the side.
You really should pay more attention to the garbage lying around the hole. I found parts of a cyclotron just laying around. Oh, and a 1925 Hethelbaum cathode. I couldn't find any thorium, though. The experiment can work without it. Hopefully. But since we're on an old Aether rig, there has to be some around here. Think you can find some?
Snippets of memory flutter through my mind, glimpses of puke green in the snow. I can't recall if that has anything to do with thorium, or my sister losing her lunch on the ice. Easy. I bet the stuff's all over the place. Kick a panel and it's just there, waiting for the taking.
You think that you can find radioactive, Aether-attractive material everywhere just for the taking?
There's enough glowing around here. I'm sure some of it is useful. One of the panels into the inner machinery of the rig repeatedly shifts in the wind, barely held down by a screw that likely wished its existence would end. A quick pull and the whole thing rends free, revealing a dark, seemingly endless cavity into the guts of the rig. Most of those guts, unfortunately, have been eviscerated beyond recognition. Damn it. This part's already been scavenged. I poke around the scraps of other scavengers, looking for anything that could possibly work. The most I find is a clump of something tarnished dangling from a mangled hose. I lean forward, hoping if I crane my neck just a little... Is that? I lean in a bit more. Maybe if I can just... A sudden gust of wind knocks me off balance towards the cavity, and if not for a quick grip along the edge that cuts into my palms, I might have found a new home in the endless void below. Best not to tempt fate again. There was one summer where we saw Zio off on a ship bound for the Congo. The captain allowed us on the helm for a peek, and I can't remember ever feeling more ready to explore the world. Unfortunately, the only adventure this mausoleum inspires is one that takes place entirely inside a dusty graveyard. There's barely anything other than mangled junk buried here. A well-worn captain's chair tilts sadly in the center of the room, disappointed at a life now stationary and unburdened. Maybe just a quick. I gingerly sit down, bracing myself for the thing to collapse. It holds, and for a moment, I imagine soaring across the Atlantic to some foreign shore and away from here.
Okay.
An old coat that has lent its life supporting generations of moths, I find a beat-up spyglass with a cracked lens. The smallest tint of amber indicating the presence of thorium. This should work. The warped barrels are silent and will never fire again. Good thing, too. After a failed attempt at a raid in the countryside, Zio and I learned real fast that Aether rigs are best left alone. The gunhouse is dark, other than small beams of light filtering through old bullet holes. They don't reveal much, but from what macabre paint they do illuminate, I'd best leave, or disturb another ghost.
Find anything?
Yeah, here. What do you think? Maybe you should be calling me Doc from now on.
Oh, you found some! That's perfect!
With fast hands, the kid gets to work, bending, breaking, and binding her crate of junk with the small amount of thorium I was able to find. Is that...
It's not a real Pfeiffer trap, but it's close. It will help measure the amount of naturally occurring Aether in the air. I should be able to compare the data with Lorenzo's Aether constant to see what local saturation looks like.
She bites her tongue as she focuses on what seems to be the last part of her little machine.
Then maybe we can get some insight on where the well is drawing all this extra mass from. And... done.
The box begins to emit a soft glow and whir like a carnival novelty attraction.
Now to wait.
More clicks, more whirs, more clicks, the occasional chirp. Not even the swirling chaos of the well seems interesting enough to alleviate the wait. I take it this basket of junk makes you miss home and all of its shiny, top-of-the-line gear.
No, hadn't thought about it actually. But I didn't need any fancy stuff for this. This is just, well...
She holds out her hands as if presenting her little machine like a talented, ball-juggling seal on a circus stage.
This is just... simple.
Simple? So, any one of you could have roped some trash together and found out the world was ending down here?
No, that's not. You know that's not what I mean.
I didn't intend to put poison in that joke, but the girl seems to swell up all the same.
I don't know why no one's caught it. They should have. I should have. But I'm here now. You don't have to bring up that I'm from the Heights every time.
Okay. Was just teasing you, kid. I know you care. Glad he's keeping his distance. Makes me uneasy, him roaming about. I lob my eyes and chin towards the muttering man in a high-altitude suit. I'm not discreet, but I don't think he'd notice if I threw a rotten tomato at him.
Poor man. He has to have the wasting under all those layers. No wonder he's seeing things. He has to be in so much pain.
After all this time, he'd be dead. That head would be bright blue, for starters.
Unless, maybe... We studied rare cases in Olympus Park. Patients who showed no outward signs of the wasting, but had gone mad.
How'd you know they had the wasting, then?
After they die, we'd watch an autopsy. The brain was different. Changed. I had to leave before Dr. Monitz finished. I didn't like seeing a human person like that. All taken apart.
Got enough to go on?
Let's see. Oh, yes! This is perfect! Exactly what I needed to help continue my experiments.
I do know my thorium. Nellie turns away from her machine, fresh plastered smile from the victory still smeared on her face. She gives a small curtsy.
Of course. I never doubted you, Lady Sif.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. Just a joke we'd make back home.
So, quest finished. And another level up. This time I have to choose carefully. I think my grease monkey skill was not enough. Let's save for now. And for Crest,
Yes, you are the real one.
Thanks. This has been very,
Anytime, youngster. You've been a wonderful student. You make me feel...
Are we going back now?
and I tried this store.
a soft breeze runs through the lines like a toddler bouncing on a freshly made bed. The sheets quiver and flip, loosening a fancy textile piece tucked into a pillowcase.
So because of higher grease monkey, I can try this one. Let's try now.
I follow the line to a rusty old crank and give it a spin. It's slow to move, but I coax it back and forth until the handle squeaks forward. The line circles the tower, delivering me the goods.
What? 50th. Don't be late. If it isn't my favorite delivery driver.
Careful with that, or I'll start telling people you're just a booze hound.
I heard the whole deal went off without a hitch.
Nothing some quick thinking couldn't solve. I don't think it was Whitecaps who were on your tail after all. I had some shady characters following me. Most likely knew where I was coming from.
Damn dirty buzzards. What happened?
Left them in the Aether Mist. Can't say as where they ended up, but I made it clear your shipments are no easy mark going forward.
Ah, I could kiss ya.
Don't. I wait for a moment to see if his joy warrants a bonus. It doesn't seem forthcoming, so I'll let it drop. Anything else you need delivered?
Not today. I'll let you know if that changes. Next time I see ya.
So this one has no AoE, but long range. This looks okay. I buy a wagon and it has two auxiliary slots. One can be healed, and the other one can be this one. Or I can just equip 2 heals. Projectile damage here also. Let's try this one. And for garage, so let's buy this wagon. response. Maybe I have to restart.